In the world of martial arts, legends are born, myths are made, and truths are often hidden behind decades of tradition, ego, and spectacle. But today we're diving into a clash that sparked debates for generations: Bruce Lee versus karate masters. Was Kung Fu truly superior? Was Bruce Lee all hype? Or did he possess something far more dangerous than technique, a mindset and philosophy that rewrote the rules of combat? Welcome to Techniques of Martial Arts, where we uncover the real power behind the martial arts you thought you knew. Stick around, because what you're about to hear might change the way you look at fighting forever. The rise of Bruce Lee. Before the world knew him as the Dragon, Bruce Lee was a young man who questioned everything. He trained in Wing Chun under the great Ip Man, mastering the fluid, reactive style that emphasized close-quarters combat. But Bruce was never satisfied with tradition alone. He believed that martial arts should evolve, adapt, and serve a higher purpose: survival in the real world. In Hong Kong, he fought in the streets. In America, he challenged norms. He didn't just break racial barriers, he shattered martial dogma. While many karate masters were locked into rigid kata forms and ceremonial styles, Bruce Lee asked the forbidden question: what if tradition is holding us back? This question wasn't welcomed. In fact, it threatened the very foundation of traditional martial arts like karate. But Bruce wasn't here to follow rules. He was here to write new ones. What is real Kung Fu fighting? To understand Bruce Lee's edge, we need to understand what real Kung Fu fighting meant to him. It wasn't flashy kicks or mystical chi powers. It was about directness, simplicity, and sheer effectiveness. In a real fight, Bruce believed you don't have time to pose. You react. You explode. You finish. Traditional karate, with all its forms and stances, often focused more on discipline and structure. It was beautiful, powerful, and deeply respected, but it wasn't always built for the chaos of real street combat. Bruce called out what he saw as flaws: the telegraphed movements, the lack of adaptability, and the over-reliance on rituals instead of results. He created Jeet Kune Do, his own style. But really, it wasn't a style at all. It was a way of unlearning. A way of being like water, formless, unpredictable, and devastating. The challenges. When Bruce began teaching martial arts in America, it was a cultural earthquake. The old guard, especially some traditional karate masters, saw him as a threat. Not just because he was Chinese and breaking barriers, but because he exposed weaknesses in their systems. He dared to spar full contact. He sparred with boxers, wrestlers, and anyone willing to throw down. And then came the infamous challenges. One of the most famous was the fight between Bruce Lee and Wong Jackman. Though not a karate master, Wong represented traditional martial arts. The fight wasn't about fame. It was about philosophy. Should Bruce be allowed to teach Kung